We start with a developing story that we've been following all morning, an officer-involved shooting in Southwest Houston. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Sirota.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. Investigators tell us this all started with a traffic stop that turned into a short pursuit and then led to a foot chase along Bonham Road and Harwin Drive. They say that is when the suspect opened fire. KPRC2's Brandon Walker live in Southwest Houston with what we're learning since your last report, Brandon.
Hey, good morning, Lisa. Much of officers' attention right now has been on these two stores. This is where the shooting took place this morning. Right now, officers speaking to store owners, presumably looking for surveillance video about what they say happened here earlier this morning.
We did recover the suspect's pistol.
First Light Tuesday, a first look at holes for the bullets that pierced windows. Also, HPD detectives talking with store owners, stumped by what they see. Evidence here and there of the shootout police say happened this morning at 3:30. That's when police say a 19-year-old man driving this gold Ford Taurus got out of his car.
Runs on foot. Our officer gives chase. At some point, the suspect fires at our officer. Our officer returns fire, strike the suspect at least one time in the leg.
Houston Police Chief Troy Finner says the man will be okay. He was rushed to the hospital. The officer was not hurt.
The suspect is a white male, 19 years old. Our officer is an Asian male, 6 years of service.
How'd this start? Police say that same officer first spotted the car leaving this car wash on the 9400 block of Harwin.
The vehicle left the parking lot with no lights on at a high rate of speed.
Chief Finner says the officer followed, tried to initiate a traffic stop, bringing them to Harwin and Bonham where the shooting occurred. Chief Finner says the officer's body-worn camera was recording, and while we're talking body cams.
The mayor has announced a press conference Thursday, and we'll get all that information to you, but I think our community will be pleased with what's coming.
Chief Finner there touching on calls for policy change within HPD. This after the mayor's task force last year had some 100 or some odd recommendations, and there are questions from critics of policing reform calling for the when here. Chief Finner saying that will take place Thursday. Turner last week only saying that it'll take place this week. No details on that, but you can make the assumption that something will be involved with the release of body-worn cameras, a sticking point here among advocates for policing reform. The person who was shot in the hospital, his name has not been released. Live on the Southwest side, I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC 2 News.
All right, Brandon,